Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, the honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. This is Brother Tamayan from GMS Toronto coming at you with another video. As you can see here on screen is a fighter, a former UFC fighter by the name of Cain Velasquez. A former heavyweight champion. First Mexican, actually no. There's Rico Rodriguez and Tito Ortiz and all those guys captured heavyweight gold, I think. No, Rico Rodriguez is the first. Tito was light heavyweight. But anyways, he's facing attempted murder charges right now because I think some family member of his was molested at a daycare center, right? Let's get into an article. It says your former UFC heavyweight champion charged with attempted murder and multiple other gun assault charges Wednesday after he allegedly shot a man accused of molesting his relative this week. Right? These are not alleged, by the way. A man is not going to just go out of his way, put his whole life on the line to be locked up behind bars if these allegations aren't true. Right? Velasquez, 39, made an appearance in court Wednesday for the first time since the shooting on Monday afternoon. His arraignment, per the Mercury News, was postponed until Monday. He will remain in jail until a bail hearing that is also set for Monday. Says here, according to prosecutors, Velasquez allegedly followed Harry Goularte's parents on their way to pick him up to obtain an electronic monitoring device on Monday afternoon in Morgan Hill, California. Goularte was charged in a separate molestation case just days before he allegedly molested one of Velasquez's underage relatives. So, this piece of shit, Goularte, whatever his name, he's probably a Latino, probably Issachar, right? Like Cain. He's from a tribe of Issachar. Issachar don't play no games, right? So this man is, this dude is a convicted pedophile, and he's still around children. Why? Because his family, his parents owns a daycare, right? And this guy has been doing this for years, right? Obviously, Cain's nephew is not the first, or nephew or niece is not the first, right? This guy has been doing this shit for years, and maybe his parents too, because his parents know that this guy is convicted of this shit, and he's still around children, right? Most of these places where you see children are being held, talking about they're being taken care of. A lot of them are being taken advantage of, right? After following them for some time, Velasquez shot once at Goularte. Prosecutors said Velasquez then allegedly rammed his vehicle into theirs after a more aggressive chase, and then shot several times, hitting Goularte's stepfather in the arm and torso. Velasquez then allegedly fled the scene. That chase went on for 11 miles. So obviously, man, this Goularte guy was arraigned Friday and charged with a single count of lewd and lascivious act with a child under the age of 14. So this guy, he's only being charged with a lewd act because this world is full of pedophiles, man. Right? That's the reason why they're not doing anything to this guy. This guy should be put to death. This guy should be facing murder charges, not Cain. Right? Let's see what this guy did. Velasquez relative, who is younger than 10, apparently told police that Goularte took him into a bathroom at the home daycare center that his mother runs and touched his genitals. This apparently happened 100 times. 100. Listen, man, who wouldn't get angry at this? Right? The Issacharites, the Mexicans, they're pretty close knit people, man. They don't, they're very family oriented, man. So this person is very close to Cain. Galate told the child not to tell anybody. The child reportedly told police that he saw other children going to the bathroom with Galate too. Galate was granted supervised release after this arrest and has denied any wrongdoing. Wow. Velasquez did not speak at the hearing Wednesday per the report, but there were several supporters there to back him up. This man should be set free, man. The person that should be in jail is this piece of shit right here, the Galarte guy. Goularte, whatever his name is. His name is not Goularte. Put his fucking real name out there, man. See what I'm talking about? They have Cain Velasquez's name out there. And then, let me see if they mention this guy's name. Oh, Harry Goularte. His name is Harry Goularte. Let me see what this piece of shit looks like. Yep, Cain's picture all over the place, but they don't put this guy's face out there. See? Nothing. Nothing. Oh, you have to go deep to find this piece of shit picture. This is the damn pedophile, man. Let me get that in. That's the elder in the background. Murderous, odious works of witchcraft. Sirach. I think it was on Solomon. The Lord saw that the earth, that the wickedness of man was great on the earth, and that's why he decided to destroy the whole earth. There's no Solomon showed murderers of children. Let me see if I find it here. This is Sirach 12 and 5. And also, those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood. So, I brought that out, because that's the thing right now, man. Children being molested, and these guys are not being persecuted for it, right? This is a death sentence, and Cain did what he's reacted like a real man should, right? And he's being persecuted for it, while this guy, the Harry Goularte, this piece of shit right here, and his parents, right? And his parents knew that this guy's a piece of shit, and they still had him around. They still had him around these children, man. This guy should be persecuted, and the parents. This is a headshot, man. This is a headshot. His head should be rolling down the hill, man. Touching little boys and shit. But that's how you know Esau. This is what's at the top. Those judges and prosecutors are probably some of these, not probably pedophiles out there too, I have made Esau bare. That's why he's being exposed right now. I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret parts. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled on his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Right, so the Lord said he's going to cut his whole generation off, right, after that, I think. But Esau, he's being made who he is, right? But everyone's being surprised. Can a crooked thing made straight? Ecclesiasticus 7 and 3. Consider the work of Yahweh, for who can make that straight which is which had made crooked, which he had made crooked. Right? Esau had been made crooked. You cannot, you cannot make something that's crooked straight, man. Right? That's why this place gotta go. Because you have men cannot be real men. This is Cain Velasquez, man. This is Cain Velasquez, a pro heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion, who still trains, still does his thing, probably a coach. And now, the only people that are supporting this man are the fighters of the UFC and other men out there. But as far as the upper echelon of people in the society, they're pissed off right now because they feel like this guy, the Galarte guy, shouldn't be touched, right? And they always play the fucking victim too, man. After doing this shit, they always play the victim. Always play the victim, man. After doing this shit, right? Cain actually wanted to put hands and feet on him, but this fucker kept running, and his parents kept hiding his ass. His parents kept hiding him. As if it's a game. And these parents of Galarte, Harry Galarte, they knew what the hell this man was, right? They knew who this man was. They knew what he's all about, and they still kept him around, man, around these children. So now you know what Esau MO is, and the people at the top. This is what they do, man. That's why I brought out earliest works of witchcraft and the murderers of children, right? And Feast of Blood in Sirach 12:5 or Wisdom of Solomon 12:5. This is what they do, man. This has always been an ancient practice of the Chaldeans, and now we're back here in the Chaldeans again. Pass through the fire. And we're instructed not to do that. This is Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am the Lord, thy power. I am the Lord, which is Yahweh right there. Right? And we're instructed not to do that. So Cain is a real man, right? And the Lord will guide and protect him, because the Israelites, the prophets are seeing what's going on out here, man, and we're talking about it, and I hope he's part of the elect. So we never know, man. We never know. So all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom.